All right. It's 12 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock, January the 1st, 2022. I am not one of those people to wait a long time for people to get in, but I do need to make sure. Let me go live here on Instagram. And so we should be streaming to Facebook, to Instagram, and to YouTube, and we all set. So happy New Year, everybody. I was planning on having some confetti, and then I realized I would have to like vacuum it up. And so that idea quickly went out the window. But thank you so much for joining. Happy New Year. I got my awesome co-host here, Crystal. Crystal, if you can give me a thumbs up that my sound is good, you can hear me. Okay, bet y'all, we rocking and rolling. It's 12 o'clock. This is what time I said I was coming to you for the 2022 Design by You. Thank you so much again for tuning in. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to your family. I hope you had some fun last night. I hope you got some rest. If you were like me, you were in bed. Like I think everybody I know was in bed or chilling at home with family. So because I want to get to what I want to share with you quickly and dive back out, I will save my hey everybody until later. But first and foremost, please share this out with a friend. Share this out with somebody who you know is a total rock star and really want to make 2022 a great year. Share this with anybody you know that is looking to crush their goals. Share this with anybody you know who don't feel like they can achieve the impossible. Just share it out. Like my spiritual father always say, tell a friend, tell a family member, tell an outlaw, tell whomever you want to tell. But I'm going to get right into it. First and foremost, you may see right here behind me is a candle. It's a little tea light candle, and I'm burning that candle for a very specific reason. This candle right here is burning for everybody who did not make it to 2022. This candle right here is representing those that came, they fulfilled their mission, they completed their assignment, and God called them back home. So if you were on here and this candle is representing somebody that you know, somebody that you love, somebody that did not make it to 2022, I send you my condolences, and I am honoring them and I'm honoring you with this candle. And this candle also represents the flame that's inside of you that is burning. I want you to look at this candle as I'm talking to you in the day today. And I want you to remember, if I keep the flame burning inside of me, the flame to do what God created me to do, the flame to do what God called me to do, whenever my light goes out, that means I've completed my mission. And that flame is only kept burning is if you keep the fire on it, right? So you got to keep the fire on it. How do you keep the fire on it? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. How can you design this year to be what you want it to be? And I'm using the word design for a very, very specific reason. I am not an architecture, I am not a contractor, but I am a creator. Creators create things. We were created by the creator to create things. Each one of you have something very different that God designed you to create. God put something very specific in you that only you can do, that only you can bring into this world to make it better in whatever way that is. So I'm using the word very intentionally, the word design, because that's what you're doing. You are designing it. When you wake up in the morning, you design your day. You design what you're going to eat. You design what you're going to put on. You design how you do your hair or shine your bald head, depending on where you are. But the design means that you are constructing it. You are making it be something. A designer starts with a blank canvas and says, I want this to be X. So in order to come up with a design, in order to design something, you first need to have like an image of what you want it to be. Each one of us have drawn something, colored something. We've gone through school. You may have been forced to take an art class, and you start with the blank canvas. Let's look at 2022 as a blank canvas. Let's say 2022 has nothing on it. If you're like any entrepreneur or CEO, leader in an organization, you got a whiteboard somewhere. Mine's over here to the right. Erase it. Unless you just did this last night, but erase it. And I want it to be clear. And I want you to think about for the next few minutes this clear blank canvas that you have, which is your life for 2022 and how you want to design it. But as I said, in order to design something, you have to know what it is that you want. You have to give yourself somewhere to go so you can begin the process. So you have to say, do I need to start with the pen or do I need to start with the marker? Do I need to start with the frame or do I need to start in the center? To do that, your mind has to be clear. One of the things I said I want to share with you today is for you to clear the mental clutter, regardless of what's going on in your life. Now, the first question most people ask when I say something, you got to clear your mind. How do I do that? I'm happy you asked me. How do you clear your mind? The first thing you have to do to clear your mind, and this is why I need you to have your pen and paper, you first got to know what's the clutter. In order to clear something out, you have to know what the clutter is. If you go into your garage and you say, it's New Year's, I'm going to start this year off right, I'm about to clean my garage. Well, what's dirty? What's in the garage that needs to be moved out? So the specificity of you saying what you need to clear out is what's going to help you clear it out the way. So in your mind, this beautiful, beautiful mind that we have, we average about 60,000 thoughts a day. I want you to write that down. 60,000 thoughts a day. That is a lot of noise inside of our head. So the clutter comes in when we are trying to have multiple thoughts at one time versus the one thought that we need to have at the present moment that we're in. That's what mindfulness is. Mindfulness is saying right here, right now, I am listening to April Lewis speak. So I am going to be here with April Lewis because although something else may be happening, something may be, I smell something or I hear something over here, here's where my focus is. When you are clearing your mind, you have to know what's making the noise. So if you're trying to be present with me right now and you're thinking about what you're going to eat for lunch, even though I told you to bring lunch to the Lunch and Learn, or you're thinking about what you're going to do after this, or you're thinking about 2021, then you aren't present. That is clutter. Clutter is what keeps you from designing your life. Clutter is anything that is going on inside your head that's separate of whatever you're doing at the present moment. So if you are looking to complete a project, whatever that project is, again, it could be cleaning the garage. It can be writing a book. It can be creating a website. It could be coming up with a strategic plan for your team. Whatever it is that you're looking to create, make sure your focus is single on just that. Here's a hack that I want to give you to clear the mental clutter instantly. I believe it was Socrates who said this. I'm not sure, so don't quote me. You can Google it. But it says, be where your feet are. That is my absolute, well, let me be honest. I got a lot of favorite quotes and sayings. If you hear me speak, I say that's my favorite. I got a lot of them. One of my favorite quotes is, be where your feet are. So right now, your feet are under you, hopefully, or in front of you if you're laying down. But wherever they are, be there. I was sharing this with one of my master coaches she deals with anxiety. And I said that to her. And the moment I said it, she started pressing her feet in the ground. So what she wanted to do was connect what I said, be where your feet are, to something physical, to where her brain said, oh, our feet are right here. So let's come into this moment. And if you deal with anxiety, anxiety is thinking of all the things that could possibly happen, creating a lot of narratives and stories in your head about what could be, potential threat, things that you're fearful of. But if you say, I'm where my feet are, I'm going to be where my feet are, that's going to bring you psychologically and physiologically into this moment. At that moment, if you come back here, there is no mental clutter. There is just a single focus of what you're thinking about, where you are and what you're engaged in, whom you're listening to, whatever you're writing. So you clear the mental clutter by being where your feet are. So that's how you, my friend, you come into the present moment so your mind is clear. If you ever feel like, oh my gosh, I just can't get my thoughts together. Okay, what thoughts? What's not together? In order to change something, we got to know what's off. It's easy to say, oh, I'm tired, I'm stressed out, I'm overthinking. What are you overthinking? Pinpoint that thing, label it. Are you thinking about money? Are you thinking about a relationship? Are you thinking about your health? Are you thinking about a family member, your job? You have to be so clear as to what is circling through your mind to where you can pinpoint it and put it wherever it needs to be. If you generically say, oh, I need to clear my mind, I got a lot in my head, great. That's step number one. You're raising your awareness of it. What is in your mind? Because if it's in your mind, it needs your attention. It needs you to do something with it. So either you need to release it because it's not worth you thinking about it, or you need to take action on it because it's an open item, something that needs something. But that's it. If it's just there to be there, then let it go. If you're thinking about something in the past, let it go unless it's fueling your future in a way that serves you well. So when you feel like you're stressed and there's a lot going on in your head, remember, what's in my head? What needs my attention? What do I need to do with it so I can come back where my feet are? And then once your mind is clear, you can start thinking about your goals. You can start thinking about, what is it that I want to do? What do I want to design for 2022? Right? What is it that you want to design for 22? If you're open and if you're bold enough, tell me in the chat, what is it? Leave a comment. Tell me, what is one thing that you want to design for 22? Write it on your paper. When it comes to goals, and I know sometimes goals can have this really awkward energy where people feel like, everything's about goals and it's not all about crushing it and working hard and this, that, and the other. I am on Sideways on IG. Oh, am I? I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm live. And so how do I get offside my phone sideways? IG, am I sideways? If I am, I don't know what to do about it. Like, can you turn your phone? We'll figure that out later. But when it comes to your goals, sometimes turn your phone. But like, okay, hold on, y'all. Hey, bro. Hey. So if I turn my phone, then it won't be on the tripod. I guess that do make sense. Y'all, as I become a millionaire, I switch to my phone. So now it's crooked, but we're gonna rock and roll because you still gonna get the message here. And I'm at home. It's the first day of the year. We're not gonna get caught up in perfection. Oh, but I can do this. Hold on. I can make it a little easier for y'all. Boom. So now I'm back in my case and you can see it. And now you got junk all in front of you, but that's all right. We're gonna do it like that. Okay. IG, are you good over there? Okay, there you go. Thank you. Listen, I am not too good where I cannot be corrected to make it better because this is about y'all. I don't want you to be distracted with my phone being sideways. So IG, tell me, let me know if you got what I said. I'm sure you did. You heard it. You just seen me sideways. Anyway, so back to goals. Goals is just what you want to do. Your goal today, I have a goal to where I'm going to hop on at 12 o'clock so I can hear April Lewis. I have a goal. A lot of you on social media last night, based on where you're from, you had all these traditions. You want to clean your house, do your laundry, cook collard greens, black eyed peas, and whatever else it is. That every little thing is a goal. Something that you want to do is a goal. So don't let the word, or maybe it's overused in the public, in the marketplace, cause you to have any negative feeling toward it. A goal is anything that you want to do. We have a goal every day to wake up in the morning. You have a goal to go to work and lead your team or be connected to your team. So we know how to bring our mind to a state of clarity. We know how to come present into the moment. We know that in order to set a goal, I got to be thinking clearly so I can design this thing the way I want to. So when it comes to creating goals, your goals in your life, your goals in your business, and your goals even in the workplace, because you should have goals. If you work a job, you should have professional goals so you can continue to grow and develop and move up the ladder. Set goals that matter to you. Set goals that actually mean something to you. Set goals that will literally make your life better or the life of somebody else better. You do not have to do anything just for the sake of doing it so you can feel successful. You do not have to do anything just because you're a certain age or you're a certain gender or you're a certain color or you are whatever. If you don't have a goal to complete a college degree, then don't do it. If you don't have a goal to start a business, then don't do it. Even if the rest of the world is doing it, even if everyone else is telling you like you should do this, let me tell you something about life. Nobody can live your life better than you. I want you to write that down. I want you to hold that in your heart. No one can live your life better than you. Again, when God created you to do some certain work in this land for the time that you're here. And while you're here, the goal is to figure that out and do that thing. And you'll know when you're doing it because of how it's going to make you feel. It's going to make you feel connected. You're going to have a sense of fulfillment. You're going to have a sense of purpose. It's not just going to be, oh, I'm doing something to do it. Oh, I grew up. Let me go to college. Oh, let me go on here and just say this and do this because no, what matters? So when you look at your life right now, think about what's working for you. What is making you feel like a champion? What is making you feel very proud of yourself? And I want you to know it doesn't have to be anything drastic. For some people, oh my God, I hit $1 million this year. Great. For other people, oh my goodness, I did not drink alcohol. Phenomenal. For somebody else, oh my goodness, I didn't curse that person out that I really wanted to. Win. It is up to you to say, what's going to make me feel like I have accomplished something? To do that, you have to know what that thing is. What is accomplishment? What is success to you? So if you say you want to set a goal, if you want to create a goal that matters to you in your personal life, in your professional life, set goals that mean something. Set goals that are attached to you getting to some place where you are now or not right now. Humans thrive off of progression. If we are not progressing towards something, then we are either regressing, which is moving backwards, or we're stagnant. We're not doing anything. Stagnation and regression, not when you need a break, because we do need those things. Those are where we judge ourselves. The judgment comes in when you say, man, I should be doing this. I should have already did this. I need to. That's self-judgment. That's stress. That's stress that's building up inside of your mind and your body because you're saying what you should be doing and you're not doing. What's the only thing that you can do about that? You got to do it. Either you have to do it, get it done, be in the process working towards it, or you got to let it go because it's obviously not that important to you. I want to give you permission right now in 2022 to not do anything that you don't want to do, to not do anything that's not connected to your truth, to not do anything that does not align with the essence of who you are. And you know you better than anyone else. Now, somebody may be listening saying, oh, I got to do stuff that I don't want to do. I don't want to, feed my kids every day a healthy meal. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to. That's a personal journey. But at the end of the day, those things that you have to do are getting you something that you need or want. And the clearer you know what those are, the more motivated it'll be to do whatever it is that you may not want to do. So when it comes to creating goals, again, let it matter for you. If you haven't wrote down what you desire to accomplish in 2022, if you do that, if you haven't set a vision for 2022, if you do that, if you haven't said my essence word for 2022, if you do that, that's okay. But whenever you think about you and your life and your business and how you show up at work, what matters? What matters to get you from where you are and where you want to be? And that's how you create goals that really matter. So with your clear head, with your clear goals, how do you make it happen? This year, I found myself doing more things that I wanted to do any other year. And it's because of what I just shared with you. I got crystal clear on what April Lewis wanted. April, how do you want to feel? How do you want to speak? How do you want to think? How do you want to serve? What do you want to eat? Where do you want to go? Who do you want to be connected to? How do you want to feel when you're around other people? All of those questions that you see start with what and how. If you ask yourself what and how questions, you will get better answers than asking yourself why questions. A why question can be very debilitating. A why question can be very disempowering. Well, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I accomplish this? Why didn't I tell myself to do? Why didn't I finish this? Why didn't I lose this weight? Well, because you didn't. That's it. What can I do to hit my weight loss goal for this year? What foods can I eat to make me feel better? How can I get with an expert that knows about diets? How can I keep myself motivated? You see the difference? As you're going through this year, let the word why, it has its purpose, right? But when it comes to growth and development and really having a growth mindset and really crushing your goals, we don't need to know why. Why is because you haven't or because you did. Let's move that out the way. What? Ask yourself what and how questions. So I want to ask you right now, what do you want for you this year that you haven't had before? How do you want to show up for yourself this year in a way that you haven't shown up before? What worked very well for you this year? What made you feel really good this year? This year being 2021, last year. Asking yourself those empowering questions you will get a more empowered answer. When you write down whatever that goal is, whatever it is that you want to accomplish or achieve in your life, at work, and in your business, what does it take to get there? What is required? What's going to be the benefit of it? Who can help me? That's another great question. It's a critical question, especially if you're an entrepreneur. So ask yourself empowered questions to land on an empowered answer. I always say the quality of the answer is in the quality of the question. So when you have that clarity and you say, I need a plan, I got to do the work, I know what I want, beyond a shadow of a doubt, I am crystal clear on what it is I want to accomplish, what it is that I want to design for me in 2022. You have to take inspired action. It's not just take action. You can take action. That is an activity. Action is action, activity in motion, activity. You can do anything. But inspired action is taking you back to what you in point two that we made, that goal, that thing that really, really matters to you. So while your candle, your flame is still burning, you have an intrinsic motivation. When you construct your plan, you're going to do it from a place of inspiration and purpose, and not a place of just because. Don't just because anything with your life. God did not create you just because, oh, let me throw April down here, September the 5th, and she can come out at 9:54 p.m. and she'll do something. No, God was like, let me create her to come out September the 5th at 9:54 p.m. in Mobile, Alabama, to be the daughter of Susie and Fred Foster, so she can be my messenger, so she can help my children get from where they are to where they want to be based on their purpose. Let me use her voice. It was very specific. The same way God said, let me separate the day from the night. Let me separate the land from the water. Let me put the birds in the sky and the fish in the sea. It was very specific. We need all of those things. So when it comes to that inspired action, when you look at that goal and you know why you want to do it, you know what benefit you're going to get from it, you know how it's going to be a blessing to somebody else, get inspired and do the work. I put a post out yesterday or either the day before, and I said, when it comes to making a change, nothing's going to change if you don't change. If you don't change your behavior, if you don't change the way you think, and if you don't change your activity, which basically means if you don't change who you are, nothing is going to change. Just because the calendar rolled over today does not mean that you're going to have any different results if you do not change what you're doing and how you're thinking. You have to become that person that is so dedicated to you and what you desire and what you desire for other people that nothing or no one can get in your way. That's inspired action. We do not take action on our goals or things that we want to accomplish because they're too weak sometimes, because they aren't clear enough, or because we don't really care about them. I set a goal last year, or was it the year before? The years are weird now. But I said that I wasn't going to order DoorDash for a year. And if my friend KTL is on the line, she can attest to this. I said, because I like ordering food, and I like ordering food to come to my door so I can eat it and not cook it. So I said, I'm going to go a year. I'm not going to order DoorDash or Uber Eats. I can do this. I said it. We were sitting in the Westin in Atlanta. I was fired up. I am not going to order DoorDash. Y'all, we got probably to January 17th. And I ordered DoorDash at least 3 times by this point. So you may be saying, oh, you set a goal, you wanted to do it. That goal didn't matter to me, because what's more important is me eating the food than not having it delivered. So my value was on, I want good food brought to my door. It wasn't high enough to say, I don't want to spend this money plus extra fees. So I couldn't take inspired action on it because I wasn't inspired enough. There was a little bit of inspiration when I look at how much money I'm spending on DoorDash, but it wasn't enough. It didn't tap into something in me for me to take action on it. That is how you can construct an inspired action plan. You got to feel it. You have to have a connection inside of you that regardless of what's going on in life, regardless of the noise that's around you, this goal, this dream means something so deeply to you that by any means necessary, you will continue to move forward. The key word is continue to move forward every day, every week, every month, whatever the frequency is that works for you. That thing that you are saying you want to design for you this 2022, stay in motion towards it. Keep moving towards it. And when you need to take a break, take a break. If you need to stop, stop. If you need to reassess, reassess. But if it's big enough and it's clear enough and you can see at the end of this, I will have X or someone else will have X, don't stop. You deserve it for you. And that motivation that you're using to keep going forward is going to permeate in other areas of your life. When you crush one thing, you get excited and you want to do it for another thing. And then you do it for another thing. And that's how you design your 2022. You clear your mind. If it's in your head, what is it? What do you need to do with it? Do I need to take action on this or do I need to not think about it? Let me come back to this moment. Let me keep my mind, my focus singular on this thing that I am engaged in at this moment. Let me be clear about what I want and what I need and how I want to feel. Let me be clear about my life. Because just the same way a GPS only needs an address from you, it doesn't need to know the weather. It doesn't need to know who else is driving. It doesn't need to know anything. Just give me an address and I got you. That's how God works. That's how your plans work. That's how everything. If you give it an address, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna route you there. Let your goals, your dreams be a clear address. There will be some detours. You may hit some traffic jams, anything that you may even have a flat tire, but you know where you're going. So when you get back up, when you activate that resiliency in you, you still are on the path to where you're going because you have that clarity. And then as you're constructing what you want to do for this year, inspired action. Feel it on the inside and then do it. Have it connected to something that matters to you so you get it done. So when we come back together this time next year, you will have made yourself extremely proud. You have kept your mind clear because you focused on the things that need your attention at the present moment. You were very clear about what you were doing and why you were doing it. And you took inspired action. That's all I got for you, friends. Every time you burn a candle, I want you to think about you. I want you to think about the fact that there is a flame still burning inside of you as long as you are here. And it is up to you to let that flame be the light to illuminate every room that you walk in, every message that you give, every word that you write. I hope you have a phenomenal 2022. That is all I have. I will hop in the comments and chat. If you got any questions, if there's anything that I can do to support you, please let me know. I do have something awesome for you. If you go to aprillewis.com/stressless, that's a guide. I put 41 very simple. In case you haven't noticed it, simplicity is the key to success with April Lewis. I put 41 very simple things that you can do to just enjoy your life more and stress less. Go to aprillewis.com/stressless. We all get stressed out from time to time. It's okay. But I'm giving you 41 easy one-liners that you can do so you can stress less, so you can just chill and enjoy this beautiful life that God is blessing us with. So Crystal, she is on here. I'm looking. I don't think I have anything on the StreamYard chat. IG, thank y'all so much. It's aprillewis.com/stressless. So I'm going to respond to you, each person. If you leave a comment, I'm going to personally tell you thank you because it's the first day of the year. You could have been doing anything and you're here with me and I appreciate it. So let me know that you came in. Share with me anything that you got from this and I will personally respond to you because I do want to tell you thank you. So with that, have a wonderful day and may your 2022 be everything that your heart desires.